Hi, YouTube viewers. Today we're going to be talking about interpreting multiplication as either scaling up or shrinking down an amount. So when you multiply, either the number is going to be bigger, smaller, or stay the same, and we're going to look at when that occurs. First thing I'm going to do is just kind of show you three fractions, and then we're going to use these fractions to kind of illustrate the point. Okay, so is this fraction more than one or less than one? Do you guys know if you turn this into a decimal, if it's more than one or less than one? Hopefully you think it's less than one. Use your calculator, however you want to do it. You'll eventually get 0.5. It is less than one. Another way to do it is ask how many times can 2 go into 1? It can't even go in. It's going to be less than 1. So this is a less than 1 fraction. Can 5 go into 3 at all? No, 5 is too big. This is actually a less than 1 fraction. Can 4 go into 4? Yes, it can. It can go in exactly one time. So this would actually equal 1. So this would be less than 1, less than 1. That would equal 1. Let's just do one more like this. Let's say 5/3. Can 3 go into 5? Yep. And then plus there'd be a little extra. This answer actually will be greater than 1. Okay. Now that we kind of seen that, it's going to be a useful pattern to acknowledge. Let's just multiply each one of these by 10. That's what we're going to think about. 10 times the first one. 10 times 1/2. And we're going to wondering what's going to be the final answer and how does it compare to the 10? Okay, so here's the way to do this. We want to look at the bottom number. It's 2. Think of it as we're going to divide the 10 by 2 first into 2 equal piles, and you are going to get 1. So if you divide 10 into 2 equal piles, there's going to be some on the left, some on the right, right? And you only get one of them. So are you going to have more than 10 or less than 10? Well, hopefully you see you're going to have less than 10, because if you divide 10 into 2 equal piles, there's stuff over here, stuff over here. You're only going to get 1. You're going to get less than 10. Okay, so this is going to answer is going to be less than 10, even though we're not going to actually compute what it is. Let's look at the second number. And again, we're going to multiply this 3/5 by 10. And we're going to ask, is the answer going to be less than 10 or more than 10? Well, 3/5, what you're going to do first, you're going to divide this into 5 equal piles. Think of this pile as being worth 10. You first divide it into 5 equal piles. You're going to get 3 of them. Well, if you had all the piles, you'd have 10. You don't have all the piles, you're also going to have less than 10. So even without doing the math, you know that multiplying anything by 3/5 will result in an answer that's smaller than what you started with. Let's look at 4/4. So again, we're going to times by 10. That's what happens. So think of this pile right here as 10. First, we're going to break it into 4 equal piles, and we are going to get 4 of them. Well, if we break into 4 equal piles and we get all 4, we should have exactly 10. So it's not going to be less than 10. It's actually going to be equal to 10. This would also happen if you did 5/5, 5 equal piles, you get all 5, 6 equal piles, and you get all 6. So anytime the fraction is 1 and you're multiplying it times whatever, you're going to get exactly what that thing is. Let's look at our last example, 5/3. Again, we're going to multiply it by 10. So here, we're going to divide the 10 into 3 equal piles, right, like this. And we deserve 5 of them. So we get all of these piles, plus they owe us 2 more piles of these sizes. They owe us 2 more piles of these sizes. So we're like, hey, thanks for giving me all those piles, which are worth 10 together, but you actually owe me 2 more. You owe me 5/3. So this answer is actually going to be greater than 10. So in short, whenever you have a number that's exactly equal to 1, a fraction, you're going to get everything and it's not going to change the number. So whatever the number is, that's what you get. Whenever you have a number where the fraction is actually going to be bigger than 1, you actually end up with more than what you started. You're going to scale up, scale the same, no change. And whenever you have a fraction where the result is actually less than 1, as in like the bottom number is bigger, you're not going to get the whole thing. You're going to break it into 2 equal piles, and you don't get both of them. You only get one of them. Or you could break it into 5 equal piles, but you don't get all 5. You only get 3 of them. So you're going to end up with a number less than 10. So even without doing the math, you just figure out which situation you're in. Situation 1, situation 2, or situation 3. And you'll know whether the answer is going to be less than, equal to what you started with, or you'll have more than what you started with. Anyway, good luck with scaling up and shrinking down whole numbers when you multiply them by fractions.